We're Raging Rolls, a bunch of nerdy-ass Aussies who get together when we can to play Dungeons & Dragons, try out voices, and have a whole lot of chaotic fun. We stream on Twitch on Thursday nights, with the VOD available immediately after broadcast. A shorter form of our shows are available on YouTube the following week. If you enjoy what we do, hit that follow button or even subscribe to show your support for the stream and share your feedback with us.
Maybe we should look. Maybe we should look like for a cave or something, or somewhere we can hunker down for the night as we continue walking. I mean, I don't know if this weather's going to get any better.
Yeah, perhaps.
At least not anytime soon. That's for sure.
We could dig like a hole if there aren't any caves, and we could make like an igloo hole thing.
Well, Tolbin was using. He was trying to do that mold earth thing. We could like
that would be
dig like a burrow. We could like make a burrow.
How long do you need to make a burrow?
I like hear my name from well behind me somewhere. I turn around. I'm like, what? Where'd you go? Wander back.
No. As we're going, like, if we don't find a cave or something, would you be able to use that molding of earth thing that you were trying to do before and make us one?
No dramas. Step back a second. Do you want to do it here, or you got it somewhere in mind nearby?
Oh, no. I mean, if the storm starts to get really bad, we probably should hunker down for the night. I don't think it's okay to go. Feeling has returned.
Can I do a survival DM for looking for shelter?
Guidance.
Absolutely.
With a D4. It's not good. Wait.
It's not awful.
15.
Jeez.
Bonus must be pretty good.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Shitty roll.
The landscape from what you can see is just, it would be bright white on a sunny day and just hills of snow. So there's no natural rock or something like that you can see.
Let's maybe go to like a bit of the edge of a hollow of this undulating terrain, and we get like a molded earth thing here, and we do like a little cave of our own.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
DM, there's no signs of life or anything like that.
Make a perception check.
Wandering into something's territory. Probably nature.
Make a perception check, I think.
Guidance.
Looking for any kind of evidence of things floating around.
I see nothing but snow.
For 12.
Yeah, it looks pretty much like it's just an empty, barren snowscape right now.
Cool. Nothing can hurt us.
Nothing. Yeah. Well. All right.
Alright.
Let's find somewhere close by, and I'll mosey on up to Tolbin. Hey, Tolbin.
It's a mighty fine mosey you got there, Sly.
Thank you. I got it from my papa. I think. You okay? You could seem kind of distracted there.
I was just seeing Nessie again, and revisiting all the things that have happened, and just my mind's been travelling to the past for a minute. In a hot minute.
You need to talk about anything? You're drinking that carrot juice really quickly.
Well, I mean, we can sit
like
around
you want
and
to
chat
forget.
about it, or you guys can start taking, exhaustion, and we can build something and get us a hovel going or something. What do you want to do?
Well, why don't we take first watch tonight and we can have a chat?
That sounds brilliant.
All creation on the way.
Can we build a brick
Do you want
house? Mighty.
do you want to build a snowman?
Apparently, if you sing it.
Do you
Want to build a snowman?
ride our bikes?
Around the
A large dragon comes down and eats you all. Okay, so
I find a pretty good little spot, and I get to work pretty quickly, like repetitive casting of mold earth. I dig out a little ditch for us. That's how many is there? Like 6 of us, 7 of us, 6.
6 years.
It's.
I feel like I get to work for like a solid hour. I'm
Has
just
he worked in construction before? Like the
ensuite?
walls,
Like a mansion.
like and to make sure that where the fire pit is, to make sure that the smoke's going to go straight out and not congregate where we're sleeping. That's really smart.
yeah. It's almost like I played Valheim, the
Take a
game.
long
Survival building game.
Alright.
Can I cast alarm around our dwelling?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Cast spell. There you go.
Nice. Don't step there.
You can allow your alarm to allow certain people to.
Wait, where? And I walk through it.
I allow not certain. Up. No, it's not going to work, Sly.
Whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the area, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm.
Yeah. I know what I said.
Sly, I should just remind you
I'm
that
gonna this second. Oh, in a moment.
while she's building this alarm system, just every hour or so, you just hear this boop, boop, boop.
Have I heard this
submarine?
before?
On my radar?
Hey? Yeah, look, that's just happening in your... Only you can pick this up, Sly.
Ah. It's a U-boat.
Okay, so the alarm is up. The earth has been shaped to create some kind of protection from the wind. A small campfire has been created in the middle where the smoke is blowing away from everyone and not congregating in the cave.
Is it also, the light from that campfire hidden? So we're not this massive bright beacon in the middle of a flat tundra.
You made a lighthouse at the top.
Yeah.
I built it into the ground, not up from the ground. So where hidden things blow over the top, all that is a little bit of smoke popping out. One of the 17 different funnels that I've made on.
I'll as I'm preparing, getting stuff ready for us to sit down and have dinner and stuff. I just look over at Beatrice and Beatrice, I'm sorry I ruined your spell.
Yes, it's going to be... I rolled a 13 for deception. Yes, it's going to be a mighty shame when the enemies sneak up on us in the night.
Well, I'll take first watch because they'll usually come early in the night, and I might... If I need to, I can stay up all night. I don't want to... You guys have all been so good to me.
That's
For
good.
the last few days.
Oh, Beatrice is getting feelings. No, she would care. I feel a little bit bad. What is this? Who is this person?
You helped me with the thing on the back of my neck, and I mean I know I like to fuck around, but I did want to help where I can.
I know. I'm just shitting you.
Is that why you made me big when I was drowning, so I'd sink faster, or?
I mean, like, you could look at it that way, but no, I was trying to help.
No, it potentially could have worked. From like a logical standpoint, I mean, bigger makes more oxygen in lungs, and I float higher. But then I had more packs and stuff.
I thought you'd have stronger muscles, but you already mentioned earlier you don't work out, so.
No, and I still maintain the physique, so I think it has very good metabolism. Anyway, I start like making a stew.
Stew. Okay.
Stew. I would assume we'd have enough like materials and stuff.
Yeah, sure. You all manage to have a nice meal, otherwise you'd be cooked. Cool. Okay. So dinner passes without event. Unless you guys want to have a chat, we'll go through to the evening.
What's on your mind, Sly?
Oh, with everyone? Okay. Mm-hmm. I was going to do it when we took first watch tonight, but we can chat with everyone.
Oh. Sorry, I thought we were on the first watch. I thought
let's make it the first watch. We can move ahead.
First watch, okay. Yeah. You mentioned you had some things pop up from, like, only, from what I understand, it's very, very recent, like, from what happened with, your friends brought back up. Like,
Rama's death, and finding out my wife is, everyone's wife. It's
yeah, that's...
It's enough to distract a man while he watches his friends fall off the back of a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like,
have you got much experience with that? Finding out your wife is actually married to multiple people?
No. I have more experience with being trapped on the first plane of hell, and being captured and essentially being a slave for like the last 10 years, and finally escaping, only to find out that didn't actually escape. Potentially. Now I've got this beeping thing in my head, but I'm not talking about me. I talked about you. Like,
it's a lot. Thing in your head?
It's just I've probably been low jacked or something like that. Yeah. But no, like you've gone through a lot in a very short period of time. Like, that's a lot for any normal person to go through, and it speaks volumes to your strength of character that you haven't, let that break you down. I don't know if that was me. If I had all of that happen to me, if I would be where you are, and that's a testament to your strength and resilience as a human, as a person.
Not many people get to become a direwolf and eat people's throats out, though, so it's kind of cathartic.
Like, some people turn to drink, some people rip people's throats out as a direwolf. Like, we all have our coping mechanisms. Some not as valid as others, but everyone deals in their own way, and at least it's not like you're hurting innocent people.
That's true.
Or creatures.
Still a little bit concerned about this whole wife situation, and the fact that Boz is dead is still, like, Boz and I spent a lot of time together. He was there for me when my wife died, when I thought she died. He and Impa have been a big part of my life for the last couple of years. Yeah, it's been pretty tough, man. The fact that he's gone now and we're out here, this is not what I thought we'd be doing right now. Boz and I were meant to be brothers in arms, killing things, taking names and kicking ass and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, right now we're behind on the amount of ass kicking and name taking.
Well, if you want, I can. I don't know if you have like a god that you pray to when you need a little bit of guidance and things like that. But if you want, if you'd like to pray with me, I could reach out to my god and see if
what
check on. I remember DM. DM, do you remember?
What's the question?
My God!
Saloon.
My God is I pull out the amulet from around my neck, and I show you. It's a coin of a woman in profile. This is Timora. She's the god of luck. God of change, luck, all of that sort of thing. I mean, she's the one that helped me get out of the situation that I was in, and we could just, I could shoot her a text and be like, "Hey, you up?" See how that goes, and see if she's able to connect with Boss Faramus, his essence in the hereafter, just to make sure that he's doing okay, or check in on his wife and kids.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's lovely of you if you want to give that a go. I've had mixed interactions with people of faith and gods, and look, what I've found in my time is that nature provides, and being connected to the forest, to the trees, to the animals. It's really given me a chance to understand that it's one big cohesive piece working together.
Yes,
but
like the gods.
Are the gods cohesive?
Majority of them. I mean, like anything. You've got just look at nature. You've got the flowers and all of that stuff. And then you've got the bees, the pollinators, and things like that. Then you've got the wasps that kill the bees, invade the hives, and stuff like that. But it's all cyclical in nature. Just like most of it. You can't have good and bad and all of that stuff. I mean, you can put whatever labels we as mortal beings want to ascribe to them, but in the end, it's just life. It's the same on high as it is below.
Yeah, I mean, it's all been part of killing animals in the forest for food, growing carrots for everyone. It's all had its place, but the death of Boz and my wife are out of place. Something's out of sync. It's like, I don't know what it is, but we need to find out what's happening at the bottom of this.
Oh, it sounds like it's something to do with this Frostmaiden lady. I mean, and this druid that you all took a lot of vengeance out on. That was very violent. I've seen some shit, but whew.
Absolutely.
I don't know. We can talk about this until forever. I don't know. There's no words that I can say to make it right and make you feel better. All that's just going to come with time. But
we'll feel better once we have the end of this and we sit down for a strong beer. Things will feel better.
But it's true, and I just want you to know that if you need it, I am here to continue talking. We don't have to talk about that. We can talk about whatever you want. You guys have accepted me after I just kind of shoehorned myself in.
I mean, to be fair, I thought you had swimming skills, so I'm a little bit less.
Yeah, no,
a bit less sure on you right now.
There's no real water in the hells. It's more just lava, and you don't want to swim in that.
Well, yeah, I mean, fair call, but what is all this deal with hells? Why would you be spending time in them? Why did you escape them?
Well, you know how a few years ago, Elturel kind of sunk to the hells?
Sure.
I don't know. How long have you been up north?
Almost all my life, really.
Okay. So Elturel was a city near Baldur's Gate, and it was predominantly a tiefling nation. Well, it was city almost. We had our own infrastructure. We had our own paladins. They were called Hellriders, and I was going to be one of those people.
Right.
But the city itself it was going to be pretty cool. I was excited, but when so there was not exactly sure of the specifics, but essentially Elturel was sunk to Avernus, one of the first layers of hells, of the nine hells, that was ruled by the archdevil Zariel. I was with a person that wasn't in my family at the time, and I was separated from my family. I couldn't find them. This person was the one that introduced me to the Harpers and told me about their thing. And spent first little bit of time trying to find my family in Elturel, and that's where I found it. You know, Timora, because this person, Edwina was her name, taught me how to harness my divine power and stuff like that. But before Elturel was all the refugees, all the people who were stuck down in Avernus were freed, myself and Edwina were captured by this demon, this devil called Mylorna. She killed Edwina. She killed Edwina because I refused to do what she wanted, what this Mylorna wanted, and I was branded. Yeah, it sucks.
Sly, make a wisdom save.
Dirty 20.
You feel something kind of get under your skin for a moment, but you manage to shrug it off.
And after that, I was essentially branded by Mylorna, and this brand meant that I couldn't disobey. Whatever I was told to do, I had to do. Otherwise, I would suffer immense pain. And I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. For a year I tried. But it kind of became, I had to. I couldn't continue. I was down there for 10 years. I was just lucky I had Timora, and I would pray to her continuously, and it felt ever so little, ever so significantly, that the brain was being etched away. The pain was less. I could get away with a little bit more. And then I finally was able to escape. And I returned back to Faerun, and I've been trying to find my family since.
Alive?
As far as I'm aware, Edwina was part of the Harpers, and they've assisted me, and I've assisted them. I've spent the better part of the last 6 months trying to find them, and all signs point that they're here somewhere in the 10 towns. I just don't know where.
Did they have any significant jewelry on them or anything like that? Is there anything of theirs that you could tell me about? I mean, I could always, every time we go into a town, cast one of my spells that helps locate objects and see if they're in that town. Got a pretty wide berth, especially if we're walking around for.
My mother, her name was Joy. She had a hairpin. I don't know if she'd still have it. It was given to her by my father, who was a young halfling man. He managed a band.
What did it look like?
It had a green emerald in it, inlaid into the top of the hair clip. And she always said that it reminded her of his eyes. That's if she's held on to it, she might have that. My brothers, I don't think they would have anything that they would like. Especially now, it's been 10 years. They'd be like almost. They'd be men by now.
Let me see what I can do each time we go to town. I'm happy to. If you think they're up here in the 10 towns, let me search for the hairpin. See if we can find it.
Sly just kind of thinks to herself, locate object. Why the fuck did I not think of that? I had that exact spell. Thank you. Thanks, Tolbin. Well, it's good to know that we've got each other's backs.
Absolutely.
I should probably let you know also that I think that my Lorna's influence may still have some effect on me, and her. Good night. I wake up the next person and I get bed.
Hey. All right. Who will be taking second watch?
I'll take a watch because I only need like less sleep, 4 hours sleep.
Okay. Any other volunteers? Okay.
I only need the 4 hours as well.
I'll get you to start with. Roll me a perception check, please.
Sure.
So
Now
who's
roll
coming
one for me.
You're gonna do a perception?
I mean, like,
first?
that would be the sensible
You do
thing to do. That's persuasion, too.
Same thing.
He's not good.
11.
Are you gonna roll one?
Oh, Zane's with you.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay. As you're sitting there in the middle of the night, overhead the nightly aurora. I always get confused. Aurora, whatever the hell it is. The colourful rainbow across the sky. Just drifts in and out of view. Starting to get a little cloudy now. But Zane, you see just coming over the horizon, and just, not on the horizon, but just sort of becoming visible through the dark light, whatever light's given off by the aurora. 2 points of light that almost look like they're walking towards you. And we will take a break there.
Wait, was that Zane or Greykov?
Zane rolled.
Ooh.
Okay, folks, we'll be back in 10 with drinks topped up and lights to see with, I suppose. Actually,
Dun,
Awesome.
dun, dun.
don't forget to donate for Starlight. The links are in the chat. They help the party. They can also create pain in the ass for party. It might happen now.
All the funds go to sick kids to improve their quality of life.
That is what really matters here. Links are in the chat. I'm just going to throw them in there again now. Anyway, anyone who's on YouTube, those links exist on our Twitch chat. But yeah, we're back in 10. See you then. Thanks so much for sticking with us. If you missed anything, our VOD will be available after we finish up the broadcast, or over on our YouTube channel next week. If you like the kind of chaos we sow, be sure to hit that follow button and subscribe. We love to see those numbers tick up, and we appreciate every single one. You can also find us on Patreon, where we post one-shots and insights into our campaigns and streams. And check out our podcast, available on Spotify and everywhere you find good podcasts. As always, we love your feedback. Drop us a comment or join our Discord and roll with the Raging Rolls.